Don't be fooled. This flower has been in my house for about 2.5 weeks now. They've stayed alive. If you were like, ooh, no, those poor plants, well, it all comes with context. It's like if you have to use a porta potty at a festival. You go in there and you see that someone has pooped in it. Quickly, your mind is just like, who would poop in a porta potty at a festival? Well, if you looked into it and saw the consistency and the splatter of it, then you could use context clues to say, oh, someone who was in an emergency, that's who would have to poop in a porta potty. So take that as a bonus lesson for today. So what is today's lesson? Typically when I go on live stream, especially in the past 6-7 years, people like to ask, what do you think is offensive? What crosses the line? How do you know if something is offensive? That's actually a big issue in the current climate of our country. And now I'll probably dive into my thoughts on offensiveness in another video. This one, I want to just kind of address the problem. Not knowing where a person's line is when it comes to humor. Historians and scientists all have their idea of what moment in the human species history signaled that we were civilized? What moment did we officially go from animals to humans? When we developed tools? When we started a controlled fire? And according to a meme I once read, it was the finding a bone, a human bone that had properly healed. The signal there is that someone took the time to care for another person while they healed. Whereas in the animal kingdom, most of the times, they don't do that. If you are on your way out, unfortunately, you are on your way out. It kind of feels like we're back in the animal kingdom now, huh? But I digress. I'll throw out what moment I think signaled the change from animals to humans. A true sign of humanity was a shared moment of humor. To enjoy a laugh is one of the most disarming moments in a person's life. And you have to be comfortable to laugh, even if the laugh is from a snap discomfort. Those terrible snapping videos of kicks to the groin. And isn't it funny that not all kicks to the groin make us laugh anymore? If you're broken like me, it has to be hit with some precision or with actual force. That kick to the groin, that shot to the groin has to have that wow factor to make me laugh. Humor is triggered by wanted unknowns. I want you to surprise me with a phrase or a sight that I would have never foreseen. I want to be thought tickled, if you will. And a genuine laugh cannot be forced. It can't even really be replicated. And all of us have tried to genuine a fake laugh. A genuine laugh is a great feeling. Now, when does that feeling go from humorous to offensive? A joke can head off to some corner of the mind that are known but unwanted. You could say a joke went a tickle too far. I could go even a little further and say many wildfires of history contain a droplet of fuel from a joke gone too far. In layman's terms, an insult. Let's not be fooled by foolery. What one person considers humor, another considers explicit, vulgar, just awful. Yet there is no way to know the extent of a person's humor offhandedly. And honestly, the best thing to do is to practice office safe. No, that might be too far still. Family friendly. No, that can get pretty bad also. Water-soluble, safe humor with strangers. Get to know the person, get to know the line. Now, sometimes you feel like you know the person and their line, or the person knows you. Then, bam! Offensive joke to the face. If you're on the receiving end of that moment, you have choices. Fake a laugh, make it more awkward, let it be known immediately, pretend that you didn't hear it at all. Honestly, if I had that talent. Problem is, people defend a joke many times more than they will say I'm sorry for it. People are very attached to their humor. They'll say, "Come on, it's just a joke. Don't take it that way. I didn't mean it that way." We've heard it. We've said it. Well, maybe we need a new choice. One that kind of says, "That was the line. I'm not mad, but that was the line." Like a safe word for offensiveness. And I've chosen one that works in every part of the world. Sasquatch. Now you might be like, "Oh, Nick, come on. No, not everybody knows what Sasquatch means." Words are just noises with stories attached. And if we practice this, the noises of the word Sasquatch alongside its already known definition will mean in every language, "Too far, brah." Now some of you are like, "Well, why not just say that? Too far, brah," because it just doesn't go far enough. We need a word that not only announces the upset, but disarms it also, for both sides. Like pickled ginger for humor tastes. So I think we need to start saying Sasquatch as our humor safe word. Now, I know the amount of comments that I get on these videos, and it averages about 3, 4 if my mother wants to send me 2. So it's up to you guys to tell people, share this. Use it yourself, just Sasquatch. It kind of disarms, because at first the person that said the offensive thing is going to be like, "What? Sasquatch. Sasquatch." Basically, you're announcing that is not my type of tickle. Oh, and if you ever find yourself in a situation where you might be around a real Sasquatch and you're scared and you want to signal to somebody, just start nervously laughing, just really loud in the woods. that should signal. I'm high. Sasquatch.